Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is on how I got involved in the sports that I do, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how maybe you can get involved in the sports too yourself. Just because we're in a wheelchair doesn't mean we can't have the same opportunity as someone else that can walk. So let me tell you a little bit about how I got involved in the sports that I do. So it's probably started all about a year after I broke my back. I started, watching YouTube videos on other paraplegics on how they do things in a wheelchair. And, I started seeing people get into sports. The first sport I got into was WCMX wheelchair skating, and which, I raised a little bit of money and also had help from a grant to get my box wheelchair from Mike Box Designs. It's a company out of Corona, California, and I do believe they're actually building another company out of Texas, which is pretty cool. So they're definitely expanding. So yes, my first sport was WCMX, which I was doing that pretty often as soon as I got my chair. Not so much as I would like to now, but then shortly after, a little bit after I got my WCMX wheelchair, I got involved in the hand cycling and actually did my first hand cycle race in Reno. I just remember seeing something on Facebook, something about a hand cycle race, and Reno is only about 20 minutes from where I live. So I made a post on Facebook asking if anyone had an extra hand cycle that I might be able to borrow to do this race. And I got a quick response from a local out of Reno, which he was actually in the race too. He let me borrow a bike that he had, which was pretty cool. So I got to train on the bike for a little while. I trained roughly about 6 hours before I even entered the race. So I didn't have very much experience on this bike. It was a tough race, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was worn out by I reached the end. I mean, I did finish the race. Luckily, there were some guys that dropped out, so I didn't feel as bad because I was new to the sport. So, and then I did get involved into bobsledding, which is my favorite sport so far. I had someone on Facebook again, invite me to Calgary, Canada, to go to bobsled school for a few weeks, which was a great time, a lot of fun. Got to meet some awesome adaptive athletes. So I was out there a few weeks. Got invited to Austria and Switzerland for the first World Cup competitions. So got to compete out there. Second year of bobsledding, I got to compete in Europe and Canada and compete in the first World Championships, which was pretty awesome. And I just finished my last third season that I just finished this winter season. I was only able to do 2 World Cup competitions in Park City this year. Wasn't able to do the European tour this year. So hopefully this next winter season I'll be able to do the whole tour. Oh yes, and I've also been doing some mono skiing. I've been trying to do that every winter too. Um, I do it probably about once a winter, maybe twice if I'm lucky. Hopefully I could get to do it before this winter is over. But I've done it a few times. The first time I did mono skiing was at Sierra Tahoe Resort. That's actually where I broke my back, and they just started an adaptive program there. So sometimes I'll ski there. And I also got to ski with the High Fives Foundation. That was pretty fun. We went to Squaw Valley, and they invited a bunch of adaptive athletes from Texas, a bunch of disabled veterans, to learn how to mono ski. So that was pretty fun getting to meet all those other athletes. And also too, High Fives, they also invited me to go learn how to do some water skiing with them. That was pretty fun. And we're out there for about 4 days in Chico, California, on our private lake. So we had basically the whole lake all day for the 4 days we're out there all to ourselves, which was really nice, and the water was really warm. So it took me a few days to get the hang of it, but once I got it down, it was a lot of fun. I'm hoping to get back involved with hand cycling. I just got a new bike from bikeon.com, so check them out. I got a new hand cycle, so I'm hoping to start competing again, hopefully this summer, to have a summer sport to compete in, so that will be pretty fun. So basically that's pretty much the only sports that really I've got into so far. I'm always willing to try new things too as well. But if you want to get involved in the sports, I do suggest, do some research on your local community. See what adaptive programs they might have, because you never know till you reach out. I didn't know we had any adaptive programs, so I did a little bit of research. It's not specifically in the area I live. I live in Carson City. The adaptive programs are in Reno. They're only about 20 minutes away, so I mean, you never know. You might have some stuff in your own town with you, or you might just have to go to the next city. No big deal. Oh yeah, another thing. A good way to get involved with sports is, reach out to some of these adaptive foundations. There's a lot of foundations out there. Just let me name a couple that I know personally, and that have a few that have helped me out. See, there's the High Fives Foundations, there's Crossroads, there's a Cali Brush, there's Travis Roy, there's Challenge Athletes Foundations. Those are just a couple that have helped me out personally, whether it's helping me get some sports equipment, whether it's helping me cover some travel costs for competition fees, or maybe even some medical equipment. Reach out to these foundations. I'll go ahead and leave their details in the drop down arrow below. So yeah, like I said, if you need help with any like sports equipment, medical equipment, say your insurance can't cover a type of therapy you would like to get done, reach out to these foundations. They're here to help. They want to help you. So there we go. I just want to give you a little information on sports, because I do think it's important that you do get out there. So thanks for watching this video, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And if you do think this video can help others, please subscribe to my channel. It helps me know that you guys are enjoying the videos, so that way it keeps more coming. Alright then guys, well, you have a good one, and I'll be talking to you soon. Thanks.